So here we go, speedrunning Braid, and this is world 4. So I'm just doing the puzzle for world 3. I can just skip that actually. So it's almost done, and going into world 4, where time moves like really weird. This very first level here is quite easy. You just jump over the gap, you turn around right in front of the door. You don't have to touch the door, just because he turns around very quickly on the ground anyway. You want to fall down and land right in front of the Goomba just to pick up his key, like that. It doesn't matter if you die, but you have to touch the key before you die. And then you rewind ×4, and you actually want to rewind a little bit too far, because then Tim has the speed momentum from left to right, so he doesn't have to accelerate again. Let me just watch that without pausing. Turn around, land in front, ×4, get the speed, there we go. You want to do a jump right in the beginning of Jumpman, but not 2, only 1, that's important. You jump up the first ladder, like this, 2 jumps, jump up the next ladder, and here, what you want to do, there are some ways of doing this one like super sick, but it's incredibly clutch timing. So I just devised my own little strat here to make sure it's nice and safe and doesn't take too much time. So I just get it like a normal jump. Actually, let me just watch this. Just watch how I do. It's kind of hard to explain. So 1, 2, and then I land, because then I'm sure I land on top of the barrel thing there and not on the first platform. So yeah. So this is the more that one just you have to feel out. This one is more technical. So you land, you walk for a couple of steps, and then you jump like that. And then you should land towards the tip of this platform, which is good. You don't want to land off of it. And then you take another jump where you go quite far to the right, you turn around in the air like that, and you want to land on the very tip of that platform, right? That one, you want to land on tip here to get a speed boost. I fail it though. But just let's look at the way I jump. That's more important, the way I jump there. It's going to be important for later. So you go, this is important, you go straight up the ladder, and then you jump, but you don't move to the left or the right, you just jump straight down. And then you jump again, and then you move to the left after you jumped a little, or else you're gonna die. And then you jump up to this level, jump, jump, oh yeah, this is just jump, 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 jump. And then, after you grab the key, you wanna take 1 or 2 steps before you jump. That was a little too many steps, because then you're gonna land right on front of this puzzle piece. Then you rewind ×X, and as you are going up, like here, as you're going up here, you let go a little bit further, then you let go of the rewind button, and then you should be good for this one. And you also want to jump as you go through the door, because then you hit your head on the roof and you fall down a lot faster, which gives Tim some extra speed. And this one's a little bit tricky too, because you want to land on top of the cannon, and then you have to clear the cannonball like right before it hits you. And you want to jump at the very end of this cannon, because you can get a speed boost from the head there, but I failed it. So let's look at this this part without stopping the game. There we go. Okay, this next level is fairly okay-ish. It can troll you a little bit. You want to go as little to the left as possible for this lever, just because you lose time the more left you move. So you kind of turn around right before it, and then you press up as you're turning around, and then you should get a good switch off like that. You jump up again. You don't want to climb ladders, as little as possible. And then at the middle of the background big column, you jump like right here, and then you get a good jump off of this guy. And then this next jump is right after the column, a little bit after the column like that. And here's actually a trick. It doesn't, let me just show you this, and I'll explain the trick after, because it doesn't look like a trick. It looks like I'm doing nothing. Oh, sorry, that first part was just a mistake. I should have jumped there. Like that. That didn't look like I was doing anything, but the point is, if you actually just hold right and jump there, he's just gonna die and not come back. So there's a little trick to that. So let me just explain that. What you do is that you hold right as you jump, but you just let go of holding right. You just let Tim fly after you hold right as you jump, but then you let go of holding right. And then he will bounce and everything will be perfect. And then you just move right as soon as he gets on the platform. So now I'm not holding anything. And you see, I took a little bit while longer to accelerate there because I wasn't holding right. But then the Goomba behaves perfectly. So let the Goomba grab the key, you then X4 rewind, and you don't want to rewind too far, because if you rewind too far, you're going to rewind as he's losing the key, and he might drop the key in the tunnel again, and that sucks. You just rewind till you kind of get of the platform part of the rock you're standing on, like that. And then you can just fall down and die like that. No, you move more to the right. I messed this one up. So there we go. And then you want to make sure you don't bounce back up on the platform again. You rewind and then you bounce back on the platform. Let me just show you that again. So let me show you the whole ordeal. So don't hold right, just jump, don't hold right, now you hold right. Get him, X4 times speed, move to the left and then move to the right, but I'm messing up right now. And then don't go too far to the right, and then you grab the key like that. There we go. Rewind after grabbing the key, of course, and then holding right. And then after getting this key, you rewind times 8 until you're top on the platform again, and then you just fall down like that. Okay, there's very little to do to make this level faster, but the fastest way to do this is you want to jump kind of in the middle of the bigger rocks you see here, and just keep right, like there, yes. You get on top of this Goomba, you kill him. You don't have to kill him, but you're probably going to kill him. You move left, so he comes back alive again, and then you move right again. And then you want to jump as soon as you land here. So you jump, and then you land on top of this guy, kill him, and then jump up, and then you jump again before the ladder, so you don't have to climb much. There we go. Let me just show you that. So jump right away, and then jump again. A lot of jumping. And then, okay, these 3 jumps that are coming up now are actually quite tricky, but I have visual cues for them. So you want to jump, if you see right in front of Tim on the ground, right in front of his feet, there's a little white speck, a little white thingy from the background of the mountain. You want to jump right there. And that gets a good jump there. And then you walk down the ladder just a little bit, like that, and then you just move left, you just hold left, and you're just fine for that. You don't have to jump there, I just do that. There's another visual cue here, and that's, it's kind of hard to see here. It's easier to see in the actual game. But there are some kind of like little pebbles in the background right as some of those snowflakes are coming, like right there, and that's where I jump. And you turn around here, and the cue I have for this one is just to jump over and just keep running a little bit before you jump. You run a little bit, and there you jump, and that should be good. That one on the ground is actually quite easy. You just fall down on him, and then you do another jump right away, so you don't run much, since you have to jump him in twice. And this one is really cute. And then you just climb the ladder again, like halfway up. You fall to the right, and you automatically kill him as you just move to the right. You rewind times 2, and you keep climbing the ladder. And then you rewind a lot, and you get into the next level. So let me just show you the whole, like from here. So you find a little white thing on the ground, almost like there. And then you hold down a little bit, and then just hold left. Then you find a little rubble on the ground, like right there. You turn around nicely. You jump, you run, and you jump again. And then you just jump on the ground, jump, bounce, bounce. Take the ladder, right, rewind. And then you rewind a lot. And you're not quite sure where you end up after that rewind. You just kind of have to feel your way and then improvise that, no matter where you go. Okay, this next level is also all the rest of the levels are quite difficult, so it's going to take some while to explain. So in this one, you want to pass all the plants right away. The way you do that is you just jump over the first one. That one's quite easy. You run, you jump at the beginning of the next plant. Like you jump like here, and then you just bunny jump. You jump again right away, and that's how you pass all the plants in one setting. Now then you move left. Now you're going to jump on this rabbit, and this is what you want to do. You want to jump as you're going between the first 2. If you look on the ground under Tim, there's some people there, and those are going to be your visual cues. You jump as you're between the 2 rightmost people, but you want to make sure you land on not the toddler that's crawling, but the little boy next to him, the second from the left. You want to land on top of the second from the left. That's where you want to land. There. Oh, that was a little bit too far to the left. I don't know if this is going to work now. You don't want to move too far to the left, and you don't want to land too far to the right. You want to stand on top of that boy, like there, almost. That was a tad too far to the right. That's where you want to land. And then you do jump like that, where you move quite far to the right, and you turn around, and then you move right again. You want to jump so you don't kill the rabbit. That's the gist of it. And this is not going to work because I landed wrong. So now I have to rewind and redo the whole jump, and that happens a lot. So that's why I'm showing you this. And because I failed, of course. So between the 2 figures, you jump. Well, that was almost on top of the second one. It doesn't matter too much as long as you land correctly. So that was a better landing. You see that? I moved a tad left to the child, but that's okay. But not on the toddler, that's too far. And not in between them either. And so this one, I did the jump wrong. This one should work, yes. So you wanna, on this one, you wanna run as far as possible before you jump. You get a feel of it. So you wanna make sure you land on the rabbit all the way down there, because then you can start jumping him towards the left, because he dies when you jump him towards the right. And you usually need 3 jumps or more to get the puzzle piece. As soon as you got the puzzle piece, you can rewind and go up the ladder again. So let's watch the whole ordeal. This is the one I failed, so I have to redo it. Okay, so jump on the between, land on the child, land on the, like that, and then you jump 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 times sometimes, and then rewind. Okay, good. You're just gonna have to get a feel of that, but you have the visual cues now. That's the most important part. Now, here comes another interesting bit. Now you move to the right. You want to get this guy over, but you want to get him over in a specific way. What you do is that you move all the way to the right, and then you just freeze time, so he can get over. And as soon as he's over, you go in X1 or X2 rewind. It depends over your preference. I like an X2, so I go X2 rewind, and then you freeze time again as soon as the plant is down, so you can get over the next one. You do another X2 rewind, so you can get over. And as soon as he's over, you go an X4 forward time, so you get back to the position you were in, like that. And then you turn around. I wasn't going too far to the right, so I had a little bit of extra space before I had to turn around. And then you climb all the way back down. And you should be like getting there as he's falling down. And then you jump on him, because now when you rewind, you go all the way back to the door. Like that. So let's watch that. So, freeze, rewind times 2, stop, rewind times 2, stop, forward times 8, and then run back again. You should be getting there as soon as he's landing. You jump on top of him, and then you rewind times 8, and then you through the next door. Okay, this one also needs some explanation. So you want to jump to climb, but you don't want to climb for too long either. You don't have to climb for too long, like just a little tad. And you want to jump at the beginning of that ladder. You want to jump right there and just hold right. You want to hit the guy in front of his face, or else you're not going to be able to pull this trick off. You want to climb all the way almost to the top of the ladder, but you don't want to go so far up as you're standing on the clouds. You want to make sure that when you move left, you fall down like that. Now you move left, so the guy comes back alive again. And then you try to move right, so to get him through all of them in one setting, like this. I failed that now because you heard a distinct little noise of him dying. So I knew I failed it, so I had to rewind a little bit to get him on, to get him in front there. And then as soon as the plants go down, I move right again. You want to get him to grab the key, right? So move right again. You hear the sound of him grabbing the key, and then you go for an X8 rewind. And as soon as you're getting close to where the key is right now, you go for an X1 rewind or forward. It's hard to pick up the key unless you're going for X1 speed, because you're skipping frames. So you got the key. As soon as you get the key, you go for an X8 forward again. So as to land on the clouds, and then you move left because the clouds let you move fast, and then you bunny jump to the right so you don't lose speed from the clouds. And then you freeze time and wait for the plant to go down. That's first part of this, and there's the second part. So let me just show you all that in one setting. Okay, so here we go. So jump, go, and then jump at the front, land on his face, almost to the top, move left, and then right again, try and get the one cycle. You don't get it, then you have to readjust and get him in front. There we go. You hear the key, you rewind fast, X1 to pick it up, and then forward, and then run, bunny jump, wait for it, and then you go through. And then as soon as you got the piece, you X8 rewind again to get on top of the ladder. And that's why you wanted to go so far up the ladder previously, because now you can get back up on the ladder again, like that, and then you don't have to climb much. And then you jump right away, but you don't hold right for too hard, because then you're going to fall off the cannon. You're going to land like that, and you jump. And then this cloud is very trolly, and I would recommend first time you just walk on the cloud and then jump at the end of it, because this jump is very tricky, what I'm doing right now actually. And then this is just cute. You just jump at the edge and then you rewind instead of turning around, because it's slightly faster, like that, but not too important. So let's just rewatch the last part of that as well. So you get the piece, you rewind like crazy, go up the ladder, jump, but not too important. You can just move along the clouds instead. And there we go. Okay, this level also is difficult. So, okay, so you just go, you don't want to climb up the first ladder, you just jump over the fire, you go up this, you go, you press the lever, and you, at some point, you need to stop for just a split second, or else you might die. Or you might not bounce the Goomba. The point is to bounce this Goomba on top of the platform you just did. So I'm gonna wait for, like, if you just look at me go, just look at me go here. I'm waiting for just like, there, I waited. You saw that? And now what you wanna do is you wanna do an X4 and then an X2 rewind. So you go for shift, tap, like X4, and then tap up again for X2. And then you keep the X2 rewind. 4, 2. And then you stop right there. And you wait for him, and you jump on top of him. You get the piece, and then you do an X4 rewind, and make sure you rewind not too much, but quite a bit. You want to make sure you're standing still on the ground. And then you move right, grab this one again. If you're not rewinding enough, then you might get an extra jump from the previous jumps, and you might not get the timing right for this one. Actually, let's just watch the last part before I start on a new part. So let's rewatch this one. So at some point, stop for a little bit, and X4, and then X2, and then wait. Jump on him, get the piece, X4 rewind, and then run, and then grab the lever. And now he's gonna fall down, and you're just gonna wait right here, and, well, that wasn't a very long of a wait, was it? But you wait just a little bit, you jump under him, and as soon as you get the door starting to open, you don't even have to open it completely, you just need the animation to start. You do an X2 rewind, and then as you're standing right in front of him, you rewind to 0 speed. You let him grab the key, and you let him get ahead of you quite a bit, because if you are too quick here, you might kill him. So you let him get ahead of you, like that, and then you do a forward again. So you forward back where you were, and now you can just move, and now the rest is easy. And I failed it though, but the rest is easy. So yeah, that was a fail. I was supposed to just get the key and then grab the piece. You do an X8 rewind, back up the ladder again, and you finish World 4. So let's watch that again. So X4 rewind, move, switch, wait a little bit, jump under him, rewind times 2, rewind times 0, forward like crazy, get the key, don't die. Oh, I died. Okay, then get the key again, get the piece, rewind, and go up the ladder, and you're done with the level. Just move to the right. So the flag is over here, as you know. So thank you for watching. That was World 4. Next video will be World 5. Surprise, surprise.